So I have time to do another one of these things before I arrive at my son's school. And let's see, let's talk about the plight of the starving, striving artist and how that has affected my homelessness. So I had a girlfriend, and I use the term friend loosely, but it is somebody who, if they can look out for me, they will look out for me, so I will consider her a friend in that aspect. We don't like hang out or anything social, but that could very well be my fault. It's difficult to have a social life right now. That's my baggage in this situation. Anyway, she hooked me up with a job doing what I do, being a teaching artist in school, and I was so very excited. I mean, I actually blogged about it when I first got the contract, and I was very, very excited. It gave me a chance to flex all my skills in one program. It was going to be an awesome resume and reel builder to continue my efforts with children and community activism, right? So excited. Paid good. It was like everything that I needed in my neighborhood. Paid well. Utilized all my skills. And so it was really great. Got hired, did the first class, paperwork, fingerprint, all that, thinking I'm good to go, right? Good to go. I'm in there. Not looking for any other job, because that job was, took 5 days a week and was going to pay me well enough to not have to need any whole bunch of other extra teaching jobs other than that one, and driving Lyft, and then doing whatever massages and things came up out of that. But as far as structured work goes, that was all I needed, and it paid well, and it was going to help me move. So I passed the background check, which I knew I would because I work in CPS all the time, and I already passed the background check for CPS. Not a problem. Wasn't worried about it, right? So I teach the first class, get ready to go the next day to teach the second class, and I'm told I didn't pass the background check on the person's end who has given them the grant to pay us to provide this service. And I'm like, okay, so let me talk to them and let's clear this up. Well, Metropolitan Family Services, I'm not usually one to name drop, but I'm name dropping this time because they would not respond to me about why they would not look past my background check over something that happened 15 years ago. That's number one. It happened 15 years ago. So why are you still on that? And it had nothing to do with violence. It was a super duper misdemeanor. And I'll tell you what it is in a second, but CPS didn't find it a problem. And that's who you want me to work for. So why do you care when CPS is the one that's already given me the clearance? Like, they know what I did. I had to prove to them, I had to show them the court the same thing, the same papers I had to show Metropolitan Family Services to get clear, I had to show CPS. CPS did not have a problem with it, so why do you? It was 15 years ago. It was nonviolent, had nothing to do with children. You see, I'm very upset because it cost me a lot of money, and they wouldn't even talk to me about it. Here I am, homeless, trying to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't even talk to me about it. This is what it was. I was caught with an empty weed pipe, an empty bowl, or like 0.5, not even 0.05 grams of weed in an empty bowl. I did 7 days of swap. I was like 24 years old, and it was over. It was 420. It was a celebration, or the end of it. It wasn't even, so that I wouldn't even be in trouble for that now. They would do what? Write me a $50 ticket, if that, or just dismiss me. And the only reason they found it is because I got pulled over supposedly for speeding, and my license was suspended, so that gave them the right to search the car. They searched the car and found the empty bowl and the little crumble of weed that was left over from the 420 celebration. So my grievance comes because you didn't even talk to me about it. At least CPS was willing to talk to me about what it was and how the outcome is, and look past the fact that it was 15 years ago and I don't have no other record. You know what I'm saying? That cost me $800 a month. That's what I would have been making. $800 a month from October until right now. I would still be making $800 a month. And that's only one program. Other schools were interested in having me once she hired me and they found out about her and her program. Her co-workers, her colleagues wanted to hire me for their after-school programs. So who knows how much money that cost me because of their pretentious attitude. And not even, I called and called and called and called. Nobody returned my voicemail. The one time I talked to somebody, they were like, the vice president is in a meeting and she'll call you back. And that was obviously a send-off, because the same human resources lady never answered her phone again after that. And I just kept getting voicemail. So Metropolitan Family Services can truly kiss one, because you know, that's just, people out here struggling too hard, and CPS already cleared me. So I don't care what your grant writers say. Go to bat for somebody. It was 15 years ago. Who are you to hold me accountable for something 15 years ago that I wouldn't even get in trouble for now? And like I said, the person you're actually hiring me to work for don't care, because I've already cleared their background check. Like, theirs was the initial background check, and then they came back and was just like, oh, well, I don't care that you cleared CPS's. We don't, our founders, the people that given us the money, in essence, that's against their rules. You can't have no record. Really? So you want to hire all these people to work in an underserved community, and you think ain't nobody gonna have a record? That's wishful thinking. Yeah, so that's my beef for the day.